Welcome, beautiful people. How are we all doing today? Are we all enjoying a beautiful day? I know I have. For those of you returning for another one of my videos, I want to say thank you. And for those of you who are new to my channel, this is Skelly by Nature. I am Skelly, and I welcome you guys as well. And it is early July here in New England, and I'm just sitting outside in the backyard and after a nice long day of playing in the garden, and I'm sitting here thinking about dinner. And unlike many of you, I sit here and I look around and I see what I'm gonna have for dinner. And what do I mean by that? Well, today's video, I'm gonna show you a plant that we all know. They are everywhere. There's species of this, many types of species, and we all have them around. They're in our gardens. They're one of the most widely used plants in landscape design. And the one nice thing about them is they're fully edible all the way, and they have a long time that we can eat them. And what I'm talking about is a hosta plant. And so as you can see, I have hostas here, I have hostas here, and I have hostas here. Now, hostas in the early spring, when they first start shooting up, you can clip them and you can do whatever you want. It's very much like asparagus, but before the leaves start coming out. And so that's early spring. But we're here now. It's July, it's summer. The plant is already starting to flower. And as you can see, we got some nice flowers here. And I'm going to show you guys a side dish, a wonderful side dish that I like to make when it comes this time of the season. So with that being said, let me show you a great side dish that we can do with some hostas. Okay, so here I am. I'm sitting here, squatting here in front of my hosta plant that I'm looking to harvest. And some of you are probably sitting here thinking, what part of this plant do you eat? So like I told you earlier, this whole entire plant is actually very edible. Like I said, from the early shoots in the early part of the spring, you can cut and clip. You can actually take younger leaf. This is edible. Some of it just depends on how mature it is. But today, what we're looking for is I'm looking for the pieces just before it starts to flower. So we're looking for this bud on top right here. As you can see, this nice little round bud. It very much looks kind of like an artichoke almost in a way. They taste very similar to an artichoke, an asparagus, or Brussels sprouts is something. So what we're looking to do is we're just looking to get this top piece here. And the nice thing about this is we can clip this piece, and it's not going to really cost us much on the flower. We're not doing any damage to the plant itself. In fact, what's going to happen is when we clip this top piece, the energy from the plant is going to be supplied to the lower flowers. So these will flower out, so you're not going to be losing the flowers per se. But like I said, this is a very good side dish that we're going to make today. So what I'm going to do is I see this here, and I'm just going to clip the little top off. And you see that? It's a nice little top. And we're looking for closed tops. We're just going to clip a bunch. So I try to go and get any of the bigger ones. I've got a bunch of hostas around here, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go clip what I need for hosta buds. And then I'm going to show you the next step that I'm going to be doing. Okay, so I'm back at the last hosta plant that I'm going to pick a couple more from. And like I said, you know, we're looking for the tops. But as you can see as well, this hosta here has some nice flowers to it as well. They're opened up. They're looking pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clip a couple off these tops. Okay, so like I said, that's what we're looking to harvest. And then just as a little touch, I'm gonna clip some of these open flowers. Now, when I'm looking at these flowers, one thing that I'm looking for is, one, if you're gonna be doing this, then be aware that if you're clipping open flowers that have nectar in them, they're going to be, most likely, you're gonna find bees and stuff around. So just be careful if you're going to be doing this. But anyway, I'm gonna be looking for some flowers that have some nice nectar. And as you can see, this flower here, see that little bit of yellow? That's the nectar. And the reason I'm choosing ones with nectar is that will add a little bit of sweetness to our dish. So I'm gonna go ahead and clip a couple more of these that I can find that have some nectar still left along with them. And what we're going to be doing is again, we're going to be using the flowers themselves in the dish as well. Okay, so I've made myself back to the greenhouse, and I'm in my greenhouse now. And the next thing that I'm looking to get to harvest is this lovely plant right here. Now, I intentionally grow this plant actually for eating. If you don't know what this is Oxalis. Now, if you've never had Oxalis, this is what I call nature's candy. This is Oxalis. It grows in very stalk like this. As you see in the midsummer, there's going to be yellow flowers that appear. This is not clover that you find in your grass. This is different. I have already done a video on Oxalis. I will include that video down below. So if you're not aware of what Oxalis is and you want to learn a little more about Oxalis, feel free to go check out that other video. But this is Oxalis. And I call this nature's candy because it is like a lemony zest or like a lemony drop. It's so good. Sometimes I sit in here and just eat it. So, oh my God, it's so good. Yummy. So, like I said, this has a nice lemony zing. And so when we're going to cook our hosta buds, we're going to be cooking it in some garlic. And what other flavor goes with garlic but a nice lemony zing? So I'm going to pick a whole bunch of these as well, throw them in my basket, and I'm going to take it to the last step for the harvesting that we need to do. Okay? So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so now I'm out in front of my house, and this is the last piece of the ingredients that I'm looking for. And you can't really see, but below me I have a yucca bush. Again, a yucca bush is another plant that we have in our environment that we can eat the whole entire thing. Roots, the leaf, the flower, everything about a yucca plant is edible. So actually today what I'm looking for is I'm actually looking for the whole flower. As you can see, I got a couple of them right here. So I'm just looking for a few of them. I'm going to clip these off. And what you're going to want to do is these, you're going to clip right at where the stalk comes off. Be careful because they are delicate. So you see, that's the hosta flower. And I'm trying to find some whole ones. Try to find ones that have been freshly opened. That way they don't fall apart on you, because as you can see, some of the older ones, you know, they're going to fall off so the newer ones can come. So I'm going to clip these. Like I said, I'm looking for just a few of these. Okay, so I shall go inside. I'm going to wash up everything that I just cut, and I will see you again back at the stove. Okay, So we're back in the kitchen, and as you can see, I've got everything that we have picked. I have my Hosta flowers here. I have my yucca flowers here. I have cut up 4 pieces of garlic. That's what we're going to be adding. I have my oxalis leaves, and I have my Hosta buds. And then for a little touch at the end, I've got some little mini tomatoes. So the first thing we're going to do is I turn my pan on. I've got my pan set to just a little over medium. Whatever you would do for a typical saute is basically what we're looking to do. And so I'm going to take my garlic and I'm going to dump my garlic in the middle. Now when you do this, one thing that I like to do is I like to use a pan that's a little larger than what I need, and you'll see the reason why later. So I'm going to dump my garlic in there. That looks good. I'm going to take my butter. I've got probably about 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to drop that in there. We're going to let that sit for a bit. Let that melt. So as you can see, my butter is pretty much melted. And now I'm going to be adding the buds from the Hosta plant. And I picked some from, most of them from the same one, but as you can see, I got a couple different ones here from a different plant. That's from a different type of Hosta. You can pick these from whatever Hosta you want. So I'm going to give these a good stir. Get them coated in some butter. Some yummy butter. So now that I gave them a good mix, I got a little pile here in the middle. We're just going to let these sit and kind of just saute a little bit. Now the reason I like to use a bigger pan is because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the flowers and I'm just going to kind of place them along the sides here. I'm not looking to mix them up. So we're going to give these a little turn. Now the flowers that I put on the sides here, I mixed in. I let them stay on the side. They kind of will shrivel up a little bit. So we're just going to mix that up a little bit. Okay. So these look just about done. I like to have mine with a little bit of a, as you can see, they got some good dark crispiness to them. You cook these however you would say, like your asparagus or artichokes. They're very, like I said, they're very similar to that. So I just shut that off. I'm going to pull this off to the side. So my next step that I like to do is I'll now take these, the Oxalis. Now these you don't cook. And I'm gonna kind of dress them along the side. Now my next step is I'm gonna put these into the middle. Now my last step I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tomatoes. I like to throw the tomatoes right in the middle. Then we're going to dress the outsides a little. And now I'm going to put in the yucca flower. And those we just kind of place right in the middle or wherever you would like them. And there we go. Voila. As you can see, it's a nice little side dish with a nice little pretty flower touch to it. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I hope you guys go ahead and hit that like button down below. Share this video with other people as well as subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope you guys take some time to try this dish. If you do, throw me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of it. And until then, until the next video, be beautiful. Be awesome.